Live from WTVO Rockford and your home team. Eyewitness News at 5 starts now.
Good evening, I'm Marissa Lessner. Thanks for joining us tonight. It's been a violent week across Rockford. 8 people have been shot in just 1 week. Early this morning, 3 people were shot on Seminary Street just north of 15th Avenue in Blackhawk Courts. We're told a man and woman have life-threatening injuries. Another man was also hit, but is expected to be okay. That shooting marks the 6th one in just a week. Last night, a woman was shot on Trenton Avenue south of Washington Park. On Thursday, a 14-year-old was shot on Blaisdell and a man on North Avon. And last Sunday, 2 more shootings, one on South 4th and the other on Score Street near Orton Keys. Police have not yet said if anyone has been arrested in any of these shootings. If you have any information, call police or leave a tip with the Tip 411 app. Loves Park police are investigating their 2nd homicide of the year. A man was shot and killed outside Neighbors Bar and Grill early yesterday morning. Police have not said what happened, but the owners of the bar on Forest Hills called it an unfortunate, isolated incident. They took to Facebook to say the shooting had nothing to do with the business and does not define them, writing, "We have been a bar with the heart for the past 17 years. We do our best to give back to our community. This will not deter how we do business in the future. We will move forward and continue to serve our community." One of Chicago's most popular tourist sites becomes the scene of a deadly shooting and chaos as the area is evacuated. Police say a 16-year-old was shot and killed at the Bean in Millennium Park. It happened around 7:30 last night. Video shows the frantic scene as hundreds left the park, circling cars and blocking traffic. At least 1 fight broke out and several arrests were made. 2 people are being questioned in relation to that murder. The suspect in yesterday's shooting at a Buffalo, New York supermarket is being held without bail. 10 people were killed and 3 others hurt. Rena Roy has the details.
The horrific scene unfolding Saturday afternoon in Buffalo, New York. 10 people shot and killed, 3 others injured after a gunman opened fire at this Tops Friendly Market.
That this is an absolute racist hate crime. It will be prosecuted as a hate crime. This is someone who has hate in their heart, soul, and mind.
Among those killed, 32-year-old Roberta Drury, a regular at Tops Market, and 86-year-old Ruth Whitfield, who stopped for groceries on her way home from visiting her husband in a nursing home. The suspect, 18-year-old Peyton Gendron, arraigned Saturday on 1 count of first-degree murder and ordered held without bail. According to law enforcement, he traveled more than 3 hours from Conklin, New York to carry out the attack in this predominantly black neighborhood. Police say the suspect was wearing body armor and a tactical helmet, shooting 4 people in the parking lot before entering the store.
We're going to need some officers inside the Tops because we have numerous bodies.
Officers responded to the scene within 1 minute, quickly taking the suspect into custody.
This individual came here with the expressed purpose of taking as many black lives as he possibly could. So the Buffalo police saved a lot of lives.
This attack comes as racially motivated gun violence incidents are taking place in more black and brown communities.
What do you say to people of color in this state? We're going to use everything in our resources to protect you, because this is not just happening in our state. This is a national and a global phenomenon where people are subscribing to hatred, philosophies, and doctrines.
Out of an abundance of caution, the NYPD has now stepped up patrols at predominantly black churches in New York City. And this is all part of a larger concern from law enforcement across the country who have been increasingly warning about so-called lone wolf killers. Rena Roy, ABC News, Buffalo, New York.
Some encouraging signs for Ukraine tonight after numerous reports of Russian forces losing steam. While cleanup continues in areas near Kharkiv, Ukraine's 2nd largest city, hit hard by Russian strikes, Ukraine military says Russian forces are pulling back from the area to guard supply routes. NATO Secretary General confidently saying Ukraine can win this war, and the U.S. Secretary of State agrees, saying today they will continue to help.
Every member of the alliance wants to bring this war to an end as soon as possible. But we're equally determined to maintain our security assistance to Ukraine, to continue our sanctions, export controls, and diplomatic pressure on Russia for as long as it's necessary. The United States and our allies and partners are focused on giving Ukraine as strong a hand as possible on the battlefield and at any negotiating table so that it can repel Russian aggression and fully defend its independence and sovereignty.
Tomorrow, the Senate is expected to advance an additional $40 billion aid package for Ukraine. Senator Minority Leader Mitch McConnell confirmed the move after meeting with Ukraine's president yesterday. That final vote will happen on Wednesday. A changing of the guard in Belvidere as the fire department says goodbye to its chief. After 27 years, Chief Al Heiser is retiring. He worked his way up through the ranks. He says next to his family, his almost 3 decades with the department has been the most important thing in his life. Chief Heiser says he's most proud of the training his firefighters receive and that other area departments ask them to help on scenes of large fires or incidents.
We have one of the best fire departments in Northern Illinois. I am so happy with what we've left, what we're able to accomplish all together, and I'm looking forward to their next chapter as well, and how much they're going to progress in being one of the finest.
Chief Heiser says he's not completely going away. He says he'll stay involved in the Belvidere community. Fire Captain Sean Shadle will be Belvidere's next fire chief. A reminder today from District 205 parents who rely on the bus to get their kids to school. Due to a driver shortage, routes for 6 schools will not be running tomorrow. Those routes are for Risa, Guilford, and Jefferson High Schools, Eisenhower Middle School, Welsh Elementary, and Barber. Families will have to find their own way to get kids to classes. Different routes and schools will be affected every day. We posted that schedule at our website, mystateline.com. This is part of a statewide shortage on bus drivers. In an effort to make sure things are back to normal next school year, the state recently passed a measure allowing school districts to rehire drivers who lost their license because of unpaid child support. The Tinker Swiss Cottage gets a unique partner to help raise money. It was Mom's Day at Barnstormer Distillery. The hangar door was open today so people could enjoy the weather along with custom drinks and food. Part of the day's drink proceeds are being donated back to the Tinker Swiss Cottage Museum.
These will be helping us with our other activities we do throughout the year. So we have scout groups, field trips, summer camps, we do senior groups, we do tours, all our different events. It's really pretty much helping us to bring Tinker further into our community.
We have a link on how to donate to the museum at mystateline.com.
Now, your first warned weather forecast from meteorologist Jordan Wolf.
We had those rain showers that persisted throughout the day today. We had those scattered light rain showers here showing up there on the satellite and radar, moving across the area. Most of those heavier rain showers did remain a little bit to the south, but we have seen some of those rain showers now working their way towards part of the northern part of those areas as well. These are all with this low pressure system that's currently moving off, including producing a line of thunderstorms across parts of Indiana and a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings across that area as well. Now, we are not under any of that. We just have these light rain showers that we are dealing with. We are seeing those gloomier conditions still out there. Our SkyTrack camera overlooking Rochelle still showing those cloudier conditions with those rain chances moving through. Temperatures are a big difference depending on where you are. We do have temperatures across the 80s to the west or to the east of Indiana, but behind that front, behind where we're seeing that system and those rain showers, temperatures are in the 60s. Locally here across the area, we still have those temperatures that are in the 60s and 70s, down to 61 now in Rockford, 73 in Janesville, where we haven't seen as many of those rain showers working their way through, and therefore we are still seeing those calmer conditions. Temperatures here tonight will still work their way all the way back down into the low 60s. We are at 61 right now. We'll kind of hover right around there with these rain showers currently working their way through over the next few hours. Through the rest of tonight, though, we do officially get down to 62 for the overnight low. Rain showers will gradually move out and clouds will actually clear up as well, and that will provide a prime opportunity for the potential to see a lunar eclipse here tonight. Initially, that lunar eclipse does look to start right around 9:30 p.m. Temperatures will be right around 63 degrees. Might be a little bit partly cloudy skies, so hopefully those skies will clear up just in time to see that. Totality for that eclipse does happen right around 11 o'clock. So if you do plan to head out there and get a look at that, you might want to grab an extra layer because it might be just a smidge chilly with those temperatures down into the 60s. Here we do see the temperatures for tomorrow rebound back up into the 70s, 75 officially in Rockford. A lot more sunshine for the day as well. We will see a little bit of a breeze come in for the afternoon. So we do time this out for the future cast here. We're seeing those skies clearing as we get later on into the evening. Hopefully those skies are clear by the time that eclipse comes around, right around 11 o'clock. We do hold on to those clearing conditions throughout the overnight and into the morning as well. Temperatures for the rest of the day tomorrow back up into the 70s with a lot of that sunshine working its way through. We don't get another weather system that comes through until we get later into the week on Wednesday. Here's that system. It'll bring some rain showers, again, similar to the system we have right now with the low pressure system passing to the south. And those rain showers that'll work their way through a little bit further to the north. After this week is over, we do hold on to those cooler conditions. The Climate Prediction Center is forecasting below average temperatures between the 21st and the 25th here for the end of the month. 7-day forecast also reflects those cooler temperatures. Temperatures in the 70s for Monday and Tuesday, a chance late Tuesday into Wednesday with that system. We do have another chance for rain on Thursday. Temperatures back up near that 80-degree mark, but we do end up getting those temperatures back into the 60s, even near the mid-60s as we head into next week and into the weekend as well.
All right, thanks, Jordan. Now a quick check of our sports. It's do or die tonight for the Ice Hogs. They're back at the BMO for Game 3 in the Central Division semifinals against the Wolves. The goal here is pretty simple: win and stay alive, lose or go home. Things didn't start well for the Hogs, though. Just 2.5 minutes into the game, Wolves right winger Ivan Ladnia takes the pass and backhands the puck into the back of the net. Wolves take a 1-0 lead. It'll stay that way for the rest of the period. They're already halfway through the second, and the Wolves still have a 1-goal lead. Scott Leber is covering that game. He'll have highlights and post-game reaction tonight at 9 and 10. And if the Ice Hogs can take this series from the Wolves, they already know who they'll face in the next round. The Milwaukee Admirals beat the Manitoba Moose 2-1. They move on to the Central Division Finals. In baseball action, White Sox starter Michael Kopech held the Yankees to just one hit but struggled with his command, so he let 3 runs score off a pair of walks and a wild pitch in the second inning. White Sox lose 5-1. And the Cubs are in the desert looking to win their second game in a row. They're tied right now with the Diamondbacks 2-2 in the 7th inning. Jordan is back with one last look at our weather. We had a long stretch of some really high heat, but felt a little bit more comfortable today.
Definitely felt a lot nicer today. A lot of clouds really helped keep those temperatures down as well. The rain showers that begin to work their way in for the afternoon also brought those temperatures down quite a bit across part of the area. And we did have those record high temperatures all the way up into the 90s for 4 days in a row, but luckily we did see a little bit of a break with that today. Those rain showers working their way through now on the First One Interactive Radar from Rockford Auto Glass and more. Rain showers do continue throughout the early part of the evening, but they'll work their way out by the time we get later into the night tonight. Clouds will begin to clear, and that might give us a little bit of a break of the clouds as well. We might see a chance for some of those, that lunar eclipse that will be happening tonight, so hopefully those clouds do clear out. Again, the timing for that is right around 9:30 for that to begin. 11 p.m. tonight is for the totality of that eclipse. So if you plan to head out there this evening, temperatures will be in the 60s, so make sure that you plan to grab an extra layer and a jacket if you want to do that. Temperatures throughout the rest of the week end up remaining right around the 70s and 60s. Definitely much better than the 90s that we have had over the last few days. No record breakers, at least on this 7-day forecast. We're up to 75 for the day tomorrow. A lot more of that sunshine sticking with us as well. Chance late Tuesday comes in for the next chance for rain as temperatures remain in the upper 60s, low 70s. Then for Wednesday, that system works its way through, brings us initially some rain chances, primarily early on into the day as well. Then into Thursday, temperatures in the upper 70s, 77 degrees with a chance late into the day. 77 again for Friday, a little bit more sunshine. We do see a chance for potentially some storms during the day as well. We might have some temperatures that will be back into the 60s, though, into the weekend, as we're back into the upper 60s into next weekend as well.